Welcome to this new video series where we go through building an aquarium with me. When I say building an aquarium, I don't mean putting a whole bunch of glass together and sticking it together. I mean setting up a display tank. I believe that my process is different to most other people's process, so we're going to run through that and I'm going to show you the canvas we've got and we're going to get building. So this here is essentially what I go through every time I go to set up a new aquarium, particularly one in the shop, which you see the question there, is it a sales tool or for me? I ask myself, what do I want to achieve from it? Basically, do I want it to be planted or not? What sort of fish do I want to use? Colours or activity important? Is it a sales tool or is it for me? Black water, clear water, substrates, decors, that sort of thing. Generally, I find what fish I want to go with first. In this case, Diamond Tetras and Rusty cichlids were on the list. Rusties are a really beautiful Lake Malawi tank with hues of purple on them, absolutely gorgeous. And then Diamond Tetras are also a really stunning tetra, silver with hues of pink and blue. So we decided to go with the Diamond Tetras. So that's what we're going with, the diamonds, not the Rusties. Next thing is, are we going to make it planted or not? Doing some research on Diamond Tetras. For the next part, once we decided the fish, we've got to do a lot of research on them. In the wild, there is very mild to no plants, so we're probably swaying towards maybe one or two plants, maybe some external plants, or nothing at all. Is colour or activity important? For me in this one, activity is important, so that's going to help us pick what the other fish that go with it are. Is it going to be a sales tool? Or is it going to be for me? This one is absolutely for me. Black water or crystal clear water. Again, in the wild, Diamond Tetras, they sway towards more of the crystal clear water. So I'm going to have a little bit of botanicals in there, but I'm going to try and keep it as clear as possible. Substrate, naturally, they like a sandy to it's like a pebbly type substrate, and the decor is very much rock base, some leaves, and I haven't run up there a little bit of sticks. Currently, the list that can potentially go with them, what we can get here is the Diamond Tetras, bronze cories, blue acaras, and possibly a pleco of some sort. Through my research, I don't think there's really going to be any plecos in New Zealand that are going to be suitable for this tank. So that is my basic process. Work out what fish I want, build from there. I spend a lot of time researching, a lot of time reading. I don't just kind of willy-nilly throw a whole bunch of fish or plants in together. The process of me researching a tank to get one set up and going is generally 6 to 8 weeks, something along those lines, really trying to nail down exactly what it is that I'm wanting to do. Part of my process is reading a lot of books, if I've got them. We've got the Fishes of the Orinoco in the Wild by Ivan Mikolji, and this field guide to fishes of the Amazon, the Orinoco, and the Guianas. This one didn't feel quite as helpful as what this one did. This one was incredibly helpful for this particular project. This helped a little bit just for a distribution of the Diamond Tetras, but this one here is the real money one. And then as I've been reading, I've also been taking notes in the process. Again, crystal clear water, 24 degrees, sticks up and down, just writing myself some notes, giving myself some ideas, mixing substrates, making sure we're trying to balance pH, KH, all that kind of stuff. So this is the process I go through to set it up. I also managed to contact Ivan Mikolji while I was doing this process to get some ideas, to get some more help. He's been very helpful, giving me some more options of fish and plants that we can put in this tank. Enough of the process of what it takes for me to do the research. This is the blank canvas that we have. There's a dual Rio 240. I was looking at it earlier, a little worried that it wasn't sitting square. We are bang on, so that's good. Lighting is just going to be this Aqua One Merry Glow. It's a marine light, but I've turned the marine off. It's just white lights. Lighting isn't too big of a deal because we're not growing any plants. So from memory, this is about 240 litres, 120 centimetres or 4 foot long. So it should be a good base. You can see here I've already been drawing and scribbling all over the tank, giving myself a few ideas of how I'm going to set it up. Filtration is going to be taken care of by this Oase Biomaster 600, I believe they're called. I've checked, I've measured, it fits under the cabinet, so that is fantastic. It's been running on this tank for quite some time, so it's well and truly cycled. So as soon as we put some water in that tank, we can plug this bad boy on and we'll basically be cycled straight away. Deciding on the background was probably the hardest part so far of this process. Didn't want it clear, see-through, it's not ideal for the fish. Also, I didn't want to see the cords. I was looking at using a transparent, like a semi-white opaque type one, like we did in the BMW tank, which I'll show you now. So using this stick-on additive here, like we did on the BMW tank. I didn't think it was quite going to be dark enough and help with the fish coloration and the fish comfort for this aquarium. So I was back to the drawing board. I didn't want to paint it black, I wanted to do something with it. So then we decided to do something completely different altogether. Got all of these dual backgrounds sitting here in the shop, so I thought why not give them a go. We're going to use two of these Root 600s on the back, and along the side panel we're going to use this one here. So that'll close on two sides, giving us two viewing panels to work with. I've never used this product before, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how that goes. But that is our background under control. It should give nice texture. Should give some good places for fish to kind of sit and hide if they need to as well. And hopefully it adds to the overall dynamic of what we're going to be doing in this aquarium. So the next thing to work through was the substrate and the decor and that kind of stuff. So I just happened to be going for a walk not long ago with my family and found all of these sticks here at my local park. They're exactly what I was looking for. Twiggy and branchy, very similar to the videos that I watched on YouTube in the natural setting for the Diamond Tetras. Spot on perfect. Nice big round rocks as well. We're looking at a river setting here. So I went out and collected these ones here from my local river. Pretty much perfect. Collected some buckets here as well, buckets of substrate. So we've got some smaller detailing rocks, some slightly different size detailing rocks. And then I couldn't quite find any sand, so I had to buy some. So I'm going to mix some of the sand with some of this stuff here to give more of a natural feel. And then I couldn't quite find the size rocks, a couple of big impact type rocks to go on it, so I had to buy these as well. And I think a couple of these throughout the place, a couple of jackfruits, a couple of mahogany leaves will give some impact for a little bit of botanicals, but not stain the water too much. So this is the decor load that we're going to be using in the aquarium. I hope you're getting a bit of a vibe of what we're trying to achieve with this tank. I'm trying to replicate as much as possible the natural living environment of the Diamond Tetras. I'm trying to replicate as much as what Ivan Mikolji has shown on his videos, on his YouTube channel and in his books. I'm really trying to pay homage to the work that he has done and really trying to pay homage to the fish that we're trying to showcase here. Hopefully it comes out the way it is planning in my head. So this was my collection site for my hardscape. I found it amusing at all of these rocks to choose from, and I still couldn't find 3 or 4 really big rocks, big sort of boulders that I thought were suitable. So I had to go to the shop and I had to rummage through this collection to find the 3 or 4 extra bits that I wanted. There we go, stage 1 of this Diamond Tetra tank is underway. We've just been through the way that I research a tank, the way that I sort of just work out what I'm going to put into the tank, how I'm going to make it work and all that kind of stuff. We've gone through all the decor, the collecting process, why I've collected particular items, what sort of things I'm trying to achieve from them and all that kind of good stuff. Next step, next stage for this aquarium is I'm going to put the background on, which is what I'm hopefully doing this morning. Once the background's on, once that's set, we can begin scaping it and then begin putting the fish in as well. So I hope you're enjoying this. If you've got any questions or any comments or anything you think, or any ways you think I can improve what I've done or improve what I can do in the future, please feel free to leave them comments down below. Other than that, have a good one, happy fish keeping, and catch you later.